Hey everybody, it's Carrie the Paper Monkey. I'm coming to you today with a little bit of a haul of little golden books that I found at a local thrift store here. We'll jump right into it, and we'll start off with this Winnie the Pooh. Eeyore Be Happy is the title. So, of course, it has Eeyore, and then Tigger and Piglet are also featured. I didn't read the book, though. I'm sorry, I didn't read the whole book. I don't remember seeing Rabbit. But anyway, cute little story. As you can see, the cover is a little worn. I mean, it's got some damage to the corners and stuff, but nothing that can't be covered or fixed. I happen to have some little brass-like or metal book corners that I can apply. Whenever I do junk journals, that's kind of what I do. And other junk journalers, you can see that the actual top paper is lifting off here. I don't know if we can get a shot of that. So I would probably put some kind of trim or something over that to secure it better. The belongs to section is written in, but it looks like an adult's handwriting to the child, maybe in what year, in 1995. I believe that this copyright in this book is actually going to be 1994 for this book. Written by Don Ferguson, of course. And it is a Walt Disney book. I won't flip through every page, but I do want to show you some of the illustrations because I think the illustrations in this book are done so well. I want to point out what I found that was interesting in the illustrations, at least for me. Visually, I love the fact that they used a heavier, darker line, black line, to enhance the edge of each image. So you can tell Christopher Robin's, his shirt, his arms, even his hair, Tigger's outline, and Piglet. All images here, at least the character images, I should say, have like this, it looks like a heavier, darker line. I loved it. I thought it added and enhanced the image. Yeah. Cute story. I'm going to sit and read this whenever I get done videoing. I'm going to sit and read through all of them, actually. The next book, I was so excited to find this. Now, I will say there is some damage, and this book is dirty. The cover is dirty. But as you can see, it's a When Bunny Grows Up. The illustration on the front, I knew I recognized it. So when I open it up, and you'll see what I mean, there's a reason that I recognized it. But let's go through a couple of interesting things that at least I found that were interesting. The marking on the corner of this book is 311-71. This is what I found was interesting. There are different versions of this particular logo, several different versions. And I know each one must mean something, like they came out a certain year or they, whatever. But as I learn more about Little Golden Books, I'm interested in things like that. If you know, please leave a comment below and let me know what you know about this. But I know that this logo, this version is different from others that I've seen. And I'll point them out here too. I have a couple that I can point out. Okay, we'll get right into it. The book on the inside does have some water damage. I believe this is going to be some water damage because it follows what looks or appears to be water or moisture damage on the front of this book, which is okay. I mean, it's not ideal, of course. If you wanted something in pristine condition, you're not going to pick this book up, right? But for the purposes of what I do with the book, like deconstruct it and add different elements to the book, I think I could cover that or enhance it in a way where it wouldn't be so prominent. Now, back to the illustrations. The illustrator, Richard Scarry. And I hope that's how you say it. That's how I've always said his name, so hopefully that's how you say it. But that's why it looks familiar, right? The copyright on this book is actually going to be 1995. The illustrations are pretty great. I will say, they're pretty cute. I won't go through every page, but I mean, it's a sweet little book, right? Look at this. Mom and Pop and kid. So cute. And again, it's got a barcode on the back, so you know it was probably from the 90s. Even the 80s, I think, had some. I think I have an example in here. There is some writing here on the back, but I didn't notice, didn't see any writing on the pages themselves. So, we're going to move on to the next holiday, Christmas, or to this holiday of Christmas. And again, I'll point out to you that the logo here in the corner is, again, different. It's done in red and green, and just the word golden is embedded in that logo. The numbers here are 450-10, and the barcode on this one is in the the bottom right-hand corner. It's not a sticker. It's actually a part of the book, the book itself. So we'll go ahead and open this one up. There's no writing on this belongs to page. And I think, yeah. So this one was copyright 1987. Now, I will point out, if you didn't know, and correct me if I'm wrong, but from what I understand, let's say they produced this book in 1987, right? But when you see the letters, B, C, D, all of these letters that come on this copyright page, this means that in 1987, let's say the first run of books, there was 1,000. They created 1,000, they sold 1,000. Well, they realized it was popular, so they did another run of books. That second run of books would be B. The third run is C, D, E, so on and so forth. Right? So that's kind of how that goes. So it doesn't necessarily mean that this book was created in 1987. It could have been a later version in a different year, from what I understand. Illustrations in this book are interesting. They're pretty. They're not cartoonish in the sense that they're softer, muted colors. They're not as, I guess they are cartoonish, but they're not animated looking. I wish I could describe that better for you guys, but maybe you'll see what I mean just flipping through a couple of these pages. See, it's just pretty, right? Just has a soft, not as crisp line, just a softer touch to this animation. Pretty cute Santa face. Cute, cute, cute. Book's in pretty good shape. Pretty good shape. Now we're moving on to Oscar. You know, if it has anything to do with Sesame Street and trash, Oscar's going to be involved, right? From Trash to Treasures, the name of the book. Again, the logo here in the left-hand corner. And not every book has this logo, I don't believe. I think there are some, I think I have some that don't have this particular square. But this one does. And then that's hard to read, 108-70. Is the mark here in the top right-hand corner. The corners and the spine in this book, they're pretty worn. I would almost say, I hate to call them bad, but I would almost say, like I said, if you're looking for something in pristine condition, this is not going to be your book, right? Because if you turn it over, you can see that the spine itself it's really falling apart. Yeah. I mean, these corners are, they're really peeling and coming apart. Nothing that can't be covered. And for the purposes of what I do with Little Golden Books, it's okay. It's really okay. The copyright in this book is going to be 1992. Laurence was a lucky little kid. Laurence got a lot of these books in this haul. So... And I'll just flip through. We all kind of are familiar, I think, with Sesame Street. It's just great. I mean, look at this image, how cute this is, right? I just think these are precious. But, all Sesame Street drawings. So cute. Cute, cute, cute. Yeah. Okay. Now, I was excited to find this one because I did not have a Bambi at all. And so when I saw it, I was like, yes, 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 yes. Even though I'm not going to call this bad. It's not. Let me just get through the book and I'll explain the shape that I think it's in. So again, a golden logo here done in yellow, right? And then the markings, ooh, it's kind of hard for me, Randy. It's very small. 106-60, if that's going to come into view. Sorry, guys. I know that's probably got a glare. 106-60. Okay, so we can see that it's worn. It's pretty worn on the outside. But here's, on the inside, the copyright on this book is 1991. Okay? No writing in the belongs to section. However, there are marks throughout the book. This appears to be pencil mark, and I wanted to test something here and see how. I had a little eraser here. I wanted to try it. No, I don't think I'm going to be able to get that off. But regardless, on the inside of the book, on every page, there is a neon green, at least one, neon green high marker mark. One child or a child loved this book very much. I'm okay with it. Because it doesn't, like, it's not like it's black Sharpie and you can't tell what the illustration is. I look at, you know, like when I first picked up the book and I looked at it, I didn't even hesitate or put it back. Because I think, oh my God, some little kid went through and just went to town and, you know, hopefully they love the images as much as I did. And it was their way to add to it, you know, kind of like I do with junk journals, I think. So it's not as obvious as a black Sharpie, right? But it's there. It's there. You can see them. You can see them. If I wanted to do something other than make it a junk journal, I could probably cut some of these images out that are not affected by the marks and use them as ephemera. I could use the words. I could cut out, because there are different things I can do with some of these, some of the sentences and things. Use them on tags or... I mean, there are ways to bring at least pieces of this thing back to life, if not the whole thing. Now, this is why I think people would walk away from it, too. The back page is gone. It should, you know, look something like this, but it doesn't. It's been ripped out. Again, I mean, I can cover that. I could do something with it, I think. Yeah, so now I saved the best for last. And that's kind of an overstatement because this is actually my favorite little golden book out of the haul, but it is the book that is in the worst shape of all of them. But I love it. I do love it. Let's get through it. So here in the corner is the same logo, just done in black. Right? It was 99 cents. This is not a sticker, of course. It's part of the cover. 305-53. And I love this in the sense that this is a sticker and it was 2 for $1. So I love that. The images in this book are absolutely, they're so cute. This copyright on this book is 1968. But we're at the T run of this book. So, I mean, it could have been the 80s. I don't know. I don't know how you tell that. Please, if you know, share with me and let me know. But look at how stinking cute these images are. You could do so much with these images. Just the images alone. If I ever come across this little golden book again, I'm picking it up. I don't care what shape it is. I'm picking this one up. This is like, so far, this is probably my favorite for imagery so far. I mean, it's just cute. Now, I'll get to why it's the worst. It's in the worst shape. Not only does it not have a back cover at all, I think it's missing at least one page. It looks like one page is actually gone. So, but again, I could breathe some life back into this, I think. I do. I think I could. Anyway, that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for a minute. If you have any suggestions, or, you know, like if my lighting's bad, again, I'm just starting out this channel. I'm going to take all of that into consideration. I appreciate anything you'd share with me, but I hope you guys go and have a wonderful rest of your week. Thanks, guys. Talk soon.